Hello and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha Singh and in today's video we will be discussing about Andhra Pradesh High Court struck down order seeking to regulate public assemblies and processions. So recently a government order was generated that the public assemblies and processions should be regulated, but the Andhra Pradesh High Court has struck down this order. So we'll be looking into this news. First of all, the timeline. First about the news, then what is the government order and why was it issued, then why government order was issued, what are the reasons for it, then what Andhra Pradesh High Court hold, what did the Andhra Pradesh High Court said in respect of the government order which was issued, then the right to assembly, in the end a prelims MCQ. This topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 2, that is polity section. You should be very well aware about the right to assembly because fundamental rights, very basic questions have been asked in the prelims examination, but because people get confused, so these kind of easy questions also gets wrong. So now let's look at the news. This news has been taken from the Indian Express and this says freedom of speech, the bulwark of democracy. Why the Andhra Pradesh High Court struck down order seeking to regulate public assemblies, processions. So there are very important words here. First is freedom of speech, then bulwark of democracy, then order seeking to regulate public processions and assemblies. While public processions and assemblies, they form a part of fundamental rights, article 19. So let's see what has happened. So what has happened is the Andhra Pradesh High Court has set aside a government order issued by the Andhra Pradesh government. So recently the Andhra Pradesh government has issued a government order which talks about regulating the public meetings, processions and assemblies on roads, highways and streets. So the government order which was issued, it talks about regulating. It means putting a restrictions on the public meetings, processions, assemblies on roads, highways and streets. So this was the government order which was issued by the Andhra Pradesh government. But the Andhra Pradesh High Court has set aside this order by the Andhra Pradesh government. So now let's see that what was the government order which was issued by the Andhra Pradesh government. So according to the Kaka Ramakrishna versus the state of Andhra Pradesh, the Andhra Pradesh government sought to regulate public meetings or assembly on roads, roadsides and margins. So this is what the Andhra Pradesh government has done. And this is the name of the case. And the directions under this order were issued under relevant supervision of the Police Act 1861. So with reference to the Police Act 1861, Andhra Pradesh government issued the order of regulating the public meetings on roads. Then Andhra Pradesh government contended before the court that in light of certain fatal accidents that occurred in the recent past involving loss of life etc. in a stampede, that it decided to regulate and the conduct of meetings. So the Andhra Pradesh government has said that looking into the few of the aspect that has happened in the recent past, and because people lost their lives during stampedes and etc. So the Andhra Pradesh government, because of these kind of problems, they were thinking of regulating and they passed an order of regulating the meetings and the processions and the public meetings on roads, so that no issues happens with the public order and public order can be maintained easily. This was about the government order which was issued by the Andhra Pradesh government. Then why government order was issued, what was the reason for it? Then the state government relied on section 30, 30A and 31 of the Police Act 1861. So with respect to the Police Act 1861 and its sections 30, 30A and 31, this is what the Andhra Pradesh government has given a reference that why they are putting this regulation on public meetings on roads and highways. So the section 30 of the Police Act 1861, section 30 talks about regulation of public assemblies and processions and licensing of the same. So section 30 talks about the regulation. Then section 30A, it allows the magistrate, superintendent or any other officer to stop the procession if there is a violation of the license conditions. So section 30A also gives the power to magistrate, superintendent or any other officer to stop the processions if there is violation of the license conditions. So there are few of the conditions which are given, that if there is violation of these conditions, then any of the given authority can stop the procession. Then section 31 of the Police Act 1861 talks about, it is police duty to keep order on public roads, public streets, thoroughfares, ghats and landing places. So it is the duty of the police to maintain public order, and anything which is disturbing the public order, the police can take an action against it. So these are the three sections under the Police Act 1861 with reference to which the Andhra Pradesh government has issued the government order to regulate public meetings and processions on roads and highways. Now what Andhra Pradesh High Court has said, or what the Andhra Pradesh High Court has hold, because they have set aside the government order which was issued by the Andhra Pradesh government. So the Andhra Pradesh High Court has said that the government order does not stand the test of law, because having the right to speech and expression and also the right to form assembly is a fundamental right under Part 3, Article 19, Clause 1. Then it left it open to the state to frame proper guidelines in the future, keeping in view the law on the subject. So the High Court has told the Andhra Pradesh government to form proper guidelines with regard to the topic or with regard to the discussion which is going on regarding regulation or regulating the public meetings on roads. Then an accident or incident occurred at a particular place cannot be used as an objective or cause to curtail the right to assemble, to take out procession, etc. on all other roads. So the Andhra Pradesh High Court has said that because the Andhra Pradesh government said that because of certain situations or certain incidents which has happened in the recent past, that people lost their life in stampedes, and that is why the Andhra Pradesh government thought of regulating the meetings or public procession on roads or highways. So the Andhra Pradesh High Court has said that if in certain incident these kind of incidents have happened, that does not mean that every single time the same kind of incident would happen, and on the basis of few incidents that have occurred in the past, on all other roads or processions regulations cannot be put, because it is the right of assembly is a fundamental right. So this right needs to be protected, and on the basis of few incidents all other things cannot be taken granted and cannot be said that yes, these things should also be regulated. Then moving on to what is right to assembly, that is the core point of this whole topic, that the right to assembly or to right to procession or right to public meetings on roads, highways. So right to assembly, it comes under Article 19, that is fundamental right. Fundamental rights comes under Part 3 of the Indian Constitution, and to be particular it is Article 19 Clause A. Then it is freedom of speech is the bulwark of democracy, because Article 19 talks about freedom of speech and expression, freedom to assemble peacefully and without arms, to form associations or uniforms, and to move freely throughout the territory of India. There are many other things also, but I have put these few of these points because these are the points which is forming a part in the present case that we are discussing. Then right to speech or the freedom of speech or Article 19 is too precious a freedom to be left to anyone's unfettered discretion. So the Andhra Pradesh government cannot decide whether the right to freedom or the right to assembly or the right to assemble peacefully without arms or freedom of speech and expression, the Andhra Pradesh government cannot regulate it because it is a fundamental right of the people. Then the fundamental right, that is Article 19, also have certain restrictions in it. That is, the law imposes reasonable restriction on the grounds of sovereignty and integrity of India, the security of the state, friendly relations with foreign states, public order, decency or morality, or in relation to contempt of court or defamation or incitement to an offense. This means that Article 19 can be put under reasonable restrictions if any of these things is happening. So if the integrity of India or the sovereignty of India or the security of the state or friendly relations with the foreign state or any other thing or public order is not maintained, in these conditions the state can put reasonable restrictions, but any of these conditions has to be followed. So if any of these conditions are not followed and cannot be proved, then the restrictions or the regulations cannot be put. But if these conditions are followed, then regulations or restrictions can be put. But all the time it cannot. In certain conditions it can be. Then in the Mazdoor Kisan Shakti Sangathan versus Union of India case, it was said that fundamental right to peaceful assembly under Article 19 clause 1 subclause B of the Constitution of India can be reasonably restricted on certain grounds, and these grounds are these 6 grounds: that sovereignty and integrity of India, security of the state, friendly relations with foreign states, public order, decency or morality, or defamation or incitement to an offense. If these things are happening, then regulations can be put. If these things are not happening, then Article 19 will prevail freely. Now in the end, a prelims MCQ, and this is a previous year question, that is PYQ of 2021, and it was said, right to privacy is protected under which article of the Constitution of India? And the codes are Article 15, Article 19, Article 21 or Article 29. I think you will be able to do this one. So try to solve this question and give me the answer in the comment section. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading and keep writing.